What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Live here on another stream, and we're gonna play some idle balls. Hopefully y'all are having a great Friday. Friday night. Friday night. Got some good energy today. We got the kids gonna be off from school for the next week, which will be exciting. So don't know how live streams are going to go. There may be no live streams next week. I'm not too sure. Or if I do come on, it's going to be like I'm popping on for a minute or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet because the holidays gets a little complicated. So we'll have to see if we're going to be able to make live streams happen over the next week because the kids will be home and we're going to be doing stuff as a family. Obviously, Thanksgiving's going to be there. So I can't guarantee any live streams next week. So just kind of watch my Twitter, and you know, you can kind of go by that to see if I'm going to be live or not. But as of right now, I'm not going to schedule my next live stream because I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live that much next week. Let's see. Let's collect that double time on that idle balls. Oh, you saw on the Dave Ramsey commercial. Nice. That's awesome. Good thing you'll be on vacation. Get that vacay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll probably go live on Wednesday, though, on my main channel. So, Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on my LaneVids channel. I usually go live. So I'll probably, because that's after the kids go to bed, unless for some reason we're doing something, you know, it's the day before Thanksgiving. We'll have to kind of see how that goes. But I plan on doing that. Let's see, we're collecting. What we got here? Dang. Man, we can almost upgrade radioactive. But we got to do the others. It's time for an upgrade. Who's ready to upgrade? Let's see, we got mine, and the wheel, and the coin, and the burger, and the donut, and the cookie, egg, watermelon. By the way, I'll probably only be on this live stream for about 30 minutes. I had to cut them short. I got a lot to do preparing for the Thanksgiving week and whatnot. So I'm going to run in about 28 minutes just to give you guys a heads up. Orange, baseball. All right, let's see. We collected. We're getting more stuff. That's great. Let's do some boosting now. That's what we needed, boost. Let's do our speed. Get that speed going on. Think I'll have a donair for supper. There you go, man. Go get it. Go get that good supper. What are your plans for this week? You mean next week? Because we're almost at the end of this week. I need to get one more video edited, so that has to happen. I think we're going to a football game tonight, which will be exciting for KRISTA's school. And we're going to do Thanksgiving with my family. I don't think we're doing anything for Black Friday. I really don't care for Black Friday that much. I don't know, it's kind of still figuring it all out. Taking our time with it. Kind of, you know, we'll have the weekend to kind of decompress from the week, and then it'll be like, Monday, what are we going to do? So it'll be nice. It'll be nice. That's why I'm trying to get all my work stuff scheduled out for the week. So hopefully I can finish that up. It's going to be rough, but I'll probably have to work on it a little bit this weekend. There's a Dawn Air cam on YouTube now. Really? That's interesting. Kind of fun. So, I was talking, I don't know if you guys watched yesterday's stream, but I'm interested in doing real estate investing. I've been interested in this for a really, really, really long time, and I came across something that's very interesting to me. And so now I think it's a matter of funding it, finding ways to fund it. And if I can do that, then I might buy my first piece of investment real estate, which is it's exciting, you know? It's always an exciting thing to go down a new path, try something new, get out of your comfort zone, all that type of stuff. Hey, Mr. Zach Live, how's it going? One time worked high-end retail on Black Friday. Never again. Yeah, I used to work in a jewelry store, and we had Black Friday sales and all that mess, too. And it's just not that fun. It really isn't. So I would not recommend you going that path unless you're the owner of the business. Then it's probably exciting for you because you probably make some money. But yeah, I don't, not a fan of the Black Friday that much. All right, let's see. Let me get rid of this ad here, and let me get some taps in. Get my special rainbow taps. Got my rainbow taps in. From the King of Donair on Quinpool Road in Halifax, Nova Scotia, my hometown. There you go. You should go in there and start waving to the camera. That'll be fun. By the way, if you guys want to support the stream, down in the description below, there's many different ways you can support us monetarily and non-monetarily and on the back end. So, one, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/LaneVids, if you guys care to see the shiggity shankness that's going on over there. Would love it if you just went and checked it out. Second thing is our Amazon affiliate link. Basically, if you have any shopping to do on Amazon, just use lanevids.com/Amazon. It'll take you to our Amazon through our affiliate link, and if you use that just for buying like a toothbrush, we get a small commission just for sending you there. So, and if you purchase something. So, definitely would appreciate that very, very much. Also, there's a link down in the description if you just want to show your support for this one live stream. I appreciate that. A non-monetary way that you guys can help us out is by closed captioning some of our videos. I put 3 links down in to the description below. It's a closed caption link for each one of our channels. And if you guys have some time and you want to show some love to the channel, I'd love it if you went and just closed captioned a few of our videos. Maybe start off with a shorter one, just kind of get a feel for it and all that type of stuff. And then you can go from there if you want to continue supporting the show that way. Definitely appreciate that. And of course, there's always Super Chat. If you guys ever want to send a Super Chat, you do that right in the comments. There's this little $ here. You click that, and then you can send a Super Chat that way. Type a little message. It shows up big and fancy and whatnot. So definitely always appreciate anything you guys can do to show some support. But while we wait for this ad to finish, I figured I would talk to you guys about my real estate stuff, because I'm just so excited about this right now, and I'm trying to kind of wrap my mind around everything that I need to do. And I definitely know that one thing that needs to happen is we need to have a little bit more saved up income, all that type of stuff, so I've been working really hard on that. But I told y'all about this yesterday. It's called Your Freedom Number. So I downloaded this, I did the math, and I figured out how many houses I would need to be able to sustain our expenses so that they're cash flowing to cover our expenses. And once you figure out your freedom, that's your freedom number. Once you figure out that number, they'd like for you to schedule a call with them. You can kind of get in touch with someone at the place where they basically the company buys houses on the cheap. These are like before market, but before hitting the MLS. So you buy them really cheap. Usually ones that need to be rehabbed, so they need to have a little bit of work put into them, and then they resell them to an investor who gets them at a really great price because they do so many of the real estate of these houses that they can get all their contractors and all the stuff they need, the appliances, if it needs a new water heater, they get all that at a discounted price because they buy so much. And then and that goes into some of the savings there, or if you will, the margin that they cut into the property there. And then they sell it to an investor at a good price so that they're happy with their ROI, their return on investment, and they help you line you up with a property management company so that they will take care of the property for you. So I watched a bunch of videos and I learned that much. Then I got my call today. I did my call today. I'm kind of excited about it. You're in a lot of pain. Oh, Emma, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. Do you have anything you can do for it? I hope so. You getting work done? Nice, Zach. Get that work done. The ad is over. You got an ad. Thanks for, hopefully you watched the whole thing. I definitely appreciate when you guys do that. So I got the call today about the real estate offer and, or about a little bit more about how it works and whatnot. And I took a few notes on my notepad here. And they're an 8-year-old company, which is good to know because it shows that they've been doing this for a while. They kind of had their feet wet and all that type of stuff. He told me about the markets that they are in. So it seems like right now they're in about 3 or 4 different markets. Usually what they cash flow for, which is $600 to $400 a month. I told you all that yesterday. They look for an ROI for the investor of 10 to 12%. And usually the properties are between 40 and 60K. Great. So once you get on the call with them, they can kind of talk about like what they do, you know, the stuff that I just mentioned there. And then it works that every day, if you want, they'll send you a property. They'll send you something that you could invest in if you wanted to. And then let's see, you do a purchase agreement with them. So that's whenever you take over the property, you put up the money, basically. You know, you have to be able to fund this thing. So your throat's sore, Ross. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks a lot. Painkillers and trying to keep the balance of walking it off and stretching, but resting too. My right leg and spine feels so bad. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Emma. I'll pray for you this weekend. Hopefully you feel a lot better. So you get the purchase agreement. You do the money switch. Then they rehab it. They pull in all their resources, their contractors, their everything, and they get it rehabbed. And then they introduce you to the property management company. That's the person who's going to take care of all the nitty-gritty of it. And it's someone that they've worked with already. They already have investors, and they already have their own properties situated with these property management companies, so that you can just kind of dive into their system, which is great. I think that's fantastic. Things that the property management does whenever they find the tenant is they make sure they do a credit check, a criminal check. They make sure that they're employed. They have some kind of employment going on. They do a residency check to see how well they've paid in the past to other stuff and all that type of stuff. So they basically take care of finding the renter and getting all that in. Plus, they take care of, like, if, you know, a pipe leaks or whatever, or the toilet won't flush, they send out the maintenance man to do all that and get it all figured out and whatnot. So, and that's, you know, the cost, you still have to bear the cost of that. It's just a matter of building up your war chest, if you will, for all of the expenses that could arise. But I've been reading and learning that whenever they rehab a property, they rehab it so that it's good to go for a good 10 to 15 years, which is great. It gives you time to build up your war chest for the inevitable whenever something like that does happen. You know, you get that cash going. The only other expense that they have for you is $600 to do the transferring of the title and whatnot. So it seems really interesting. I'm so interested in this right now. I really like this approach to it. Your dad's playing darts? Nice, that's awesome. Darts is always fun. Jacques likes to play darts. Whenever we went to that cabin in Pitkin, Louisiana, there was a dartboard there, and he went nuts with the darts. So I got a guy's name who I can contact and call or email if I ever have any questions or whenever I'm ready. They're going to continue to send me different properties that I can look at, you know, just to kind of get an idea of the market and get an idea of what they do. It's just fun to be able to have someone to talk to about this kind of stuff that's, you know, outside of the house and whatnot. So, so hopefully we can I don't know when this is going to happen. I really, I need to do a little bit more figuring out, do the income thing. We need to grab all of our finances and kind of bring them all down into one level so that we know exactly what we're doing. But this is something that I'm excited about. There's also another thing that that I learned. Hey, Zachy, what's going on? Welcome back. It's a HELOC strategy for paying down your mortgage early, which I'm very interested in. I've heard, oh gosh, so many radio shows and people making YouTube videos about this, and that's something that I want to investigate. I just I want to get a little bit better understanding of it, although I think I get it pretty good. You basically open up a line of credit against the equity in your house, and then your paycheck goes into this, it's called a HELOC account. But the great thing about this is that it's a fluid account, which money can go in or out at any point. So you kind of have to turn your mind around as far as how you've been working with money. So through this, you open up the HELOC. Then you take a big portion, or a good portion of that money, and you just smash it down on your mortgage, like bam! And usually have a really good interest rate, and the interest rate is calculated differently so that it ends up being better for you. Then, once you get that done, you get your paychecks direct deposited into the account. That takes care of the note, the payment on the account, if you will. You know, they see that as a payment going in, and then you can still take funds out of it to pay all of your expenses. The only way this works, though, is if you have money left over at the end of the month. You know, usually you would put that into like a savings account or something like that. So that's one caveat, if you will, about this thing. You have to make sure that you have money left over at the end of the month. It's something that I want to explore. It's something that's interesting. But that also comes into the point of, I said at the top of the show, that we need to get more income in. Because if we can get more income in, then this HELOC strategy will go incredibly fast. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited about being completely debt-free using this really smart money hack, is what I'm going to call it. It's a money hack. Sounds good, yeah. It sounds good to me too. So, oh, I gotta exit out this ad. Let's see. Let me hold down some of these real quick. So, I really want to investigate it a little bit more. I need to talk to KRISTA about it, kind of make sure she understands it. Make sure it's something that we want to do, which it sounds awesome to me. One thing that they say about it too is that you really have to be on a budget. You have to understand exactly where your money's going. You have to, make sure you're on top of everything, dotting your I's and crossing your T's and all that type of stuff. Whenever it comes to making the payments and making sure you're doing everything the correct way, going through the account, using the account correctly, and all that type of stuff. So hopefully. Hopefully that'd be good. No, Parker, probably not restaurants. I really don't think I want to invest in restaurants that much. I'm more interested in single-family homes because people always need a house to live in. People can cook at their house, and that kind of mitigates a little bit of the restaurant flair there, if you will. Be right back. All right, Emma. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking a lot about lately. And it's nice to come on here and just kind of spew it all out at you guys and try to understand money, investing, creating passive cash flow income, and just finding ways to do it, finding ways to make it happen. I think I said in the last live stream is that I have been learning about real estate for 20 years or so. It's been a really long time. Whenever I first learned about it, first got books that like taught me about it, and I just never had the courage to do anything with it. And I'm at a point now where I probably, like, you know, if I figured it out more, if I would have taken the time to figure it out more whenever I was younger, I probably could already have some real estate investing done. But I'm at a point where it's like, okay, you know, you're almost at a do or die phase. Not really do or die, but it's like, now's the time. I feel like now is the time. So if I can make this happen, I think it would be just awesome. I thought it'd make for some fun videos, you know, try and just give the process. So I don't think a lot of people do that whenever it comes to real estate, like the process of how to do it. I don't know. Does that make sense? So that's where I'm at. And I was thinking about it this morning too. I was thinking about, okay, Lane, what have you learned since then? You know, let's say 2007-ish, because that's whenever we bought our first house. Kind of a big. Before that, you know, I was working, and I met KRISTA there, and I was finishing up college. And then after college, I was like, okay, you know, life started, right? Life started. What have you learned in life throughout the past years since then? So I started thinking about, okay, I got married, 2006. 2007, we moved. We bought a house. Our first house, just at, you know, me and KRISTA's first house. I was in Oklahoma. And then from there, I became a landman for a while. And being a landman, you start up your own company. You start up your own entity, LLC. And so I learned some in and outs of business. I learned, you know, working with CPAs, certified public accountants, you know, how they can help you with taxes, all that type of stuff. And I did that till 2011. So, you know, I got a good footing there, I think, of some business know-how. And then I also started doing YouTube stuff, which is like a big marketing aspect of it. There's a lot of just knowing how the internet works, if that makes sense. How to run businesses online, how to create some income online, which I find interesting. So I got all that. We bought this house, of course, and we had 2 kids. Now we're at a point, and after that, we became debt-free. And now I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, okay, I've been putting this thing off for 20 years now, since I first heard about it. We'll say 10 years since we bought our first piece of property. And, you know, I feel like it's I feel like it's time. Like, I've got the business skills, some business skills. I got some know-how. I've got some experience. I've bought 2 houses and I've sold 1. So I know how the process works there. We have kids, they're in school, so it frees up a little bit more time there to be able to work these types of deals. I don't know, for me right now in my life, the way that I feel is that now is the time. And it's just a matter of putting forth a plan. Hopefully it's the right plan, I don't know. But that's kind of the route that that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. And it's just a matter of kind of hashing it out more. You know, it seems like sometimes I can overanalyze things too much, and I don't take action. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. I'm ready to take the action, I feel. So hopefully action can be taken. Of course, action can be taken. It's just a matter of having the courage, the willpower, the know-how to be able to go through with it. and to have everyone on board and to make sure everyone feels comfortable. And that's what I'm ready for. And that, honestly, that could mean that YouTube videos don't come out as much because I'm working on these other things. You know, it could even mean I might go get a little side job just to get some more extra income in so that we can make these dreams a reality for us because we want that capital. Because the hardest one is the first one to buy because you usually need capital. I mean, unless you go and take out a loan, but then that's kind of cutting into like saving up for that war chest because you have to pay off that expense as well. So, I haven't thought about this. In the videos, they say that, I need to go back and watch them. They say that they take out 40% for vacancies and repairs and that type of stuff. But I don't think that includes a mortgage or, you know, a loan on the property, which would then cut into the leftovers that are there. So that makes you want to go and get more capital so that you can make these things happen. Lane, you're boring us. Sorry, that's just where my mind's at these days, guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bore you guys. It's just what's on my mind right now. It's what's on my mind. Anywho, sorry, you know, this wasn't the most exciting live stream, but it's something that I want to talk about. It's what's on my mind. So I did say at the top of the show that I needed to go at 2:30, so I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. Thank you guys for coming. Definitely appreciate you guys showing up. Definitely appreciate all your shiggity shankness that you show here. Remember, down in the description below, if you guys want to close caption any of our videos, I would very much appreciate that if you have the time. If you want to practice your typing skills, that's another thing that it's great for, because the way the closed caption thing works is you pull up the video, there's the video here, there's a box here. You just start typing into the box. And whenever you're typing, the video stops playing. Whenever you stop typing, the video starts playing again. And all you have to do is submit it, and YouTube kind of puts it all together as far as the time code and whatnot. And it works really well. It's a great way that you guys can help us out if you can't do it, you know, monetarily through Patreon or a super chat or the link down in the description. Or if you have nothing that you want to buy on Amazon right now, which those links are down in the description below as well, if you care to support us there, then a great way that you guys can help support the stream is by closed captioning any of our videos. And I put links to all the videos on all 3 of our channels. So definitely would appreciate that if you guys wanted to take the time. This weekend, you know, you may have some time this weekend, being that it's Thanksgiving break and all that type of stuff, if you want to do that. So I'm going to go. I got a few more things I need to do before I go pick up the kids so that we can be ready with videos for Thanksgiving break. Hopefully I can get it all done. Thank you guys for coming. Definitely appreciate you coming and being here and hanging out with me, even though I may be talking about boring stuff every now and again. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being shiggity shank.